here now, opening day, getting ready for it. I just talk about the excitement, first of all, of getting another season underway.
You're going to see it in today's practice. We know today's practice is going to be a great practice. I mean, the girls, they were in the locker room early. I mean, when was the last time you saw girls in the locker room early for a practice? I mean, it is one of those things. This is the last day of practice where we actually start to play, and the games are fun. Practices are hard. Games are fun, and that's what they're looking for. They need a little fun, and they need some competition. They need to hit off somebody other than our pitcher so we can really get a true test of where we are and where we need to go. So the excitement is in the air. You look around the stadium, you see all the things that are going on. I mean, putting the names on the seats so everybody knows exactly where they sit. The new things that we did with the concession stands, the bathrooms. I mean, we have the senior women's administrator putting names on the back of the seats. I mean, this is it. It's a family atmosphere where everybody's chipping in to make this a great experience. The players are working hard to be the best they can be, and we're all doing it for the fans to get out here and have a lot of fun.
How much with this weekend will you try to use all 5 pitchers in different scenarios? I know that's usually when you tell me to go talk to Corey. But
No, all 5 pitchers will see work. We've got the pitching rotations and the what-if plans for the first 2 days because they're single games. Then on Saturday, because we have a doubleheader, we'll be dependent on pitch counts and matchups. So everybody's going to throw this weekend. Everybody's going to have the opportunity to show what they can do.
Obviously, depth in pitching staff is important from a pitching standpoint for you, but from an offensive standpoint, being able to see that many different types of arms, how much does that help an offense heading into the season?
Well, I think that it prepares us, quite well because we have one left-hander who's really tough, especially if you're left-handed, and she'll run the ball in the right-handed hitters as well. So, I mean, we did get 5 unique looks, and it has prepared us well.
From a hitting standpoint early in the season, just what are certain goals, or as far as what do you get the plate discipline with, especially the weather being colder, some of those things just a little bit tougher to keep in mind when it comes to plate discipline and things when it is temperature-wise?
No. I mean, there's no excuses. We don't believe in excuses. But first of all, the only thing we're trying to do at the plate is put a quality at bat together. And if we put a quality at bat together, we have enhanced the chance of success. We barrel a ball, we enhance the chance of success. So, I mean, our game plan, is basic. I want to see it. I want it to be a good strike, and when I swing, I want to make good contact. And we're not trying to be too complicated. It's now time to stop thinking and start performing, where we react to the situation, to the pitch. The discipline's going to come based on age. You're going to see Carasoni and Cooper be a lot more disciplined than any of the freshmen that go up there that are just so excited to be here. So, I mean, but we as coaches know that, and that's why it's important that they get their reps. But the quality at bats, regardless. We were out here yesterday, had a good practice, and it was cold. I mean, this wind is bringing the temperature down, but it doesn't matter because tomorrow we're going to have a great day, and it's a game. It's all about going out there and performing, and we want to take our practice into tomorrow's game.
Whitney going to get the go? True.
She's got it.
With the hype kind of surrounding the starting of the season, obviously the added seats and the crowds that are expected, are they under more pressure to perform kind of going into this season than they have been in the past?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's all about experience and maturity. The idea of just truly understanding. I mean, we can't duplicate the 9,000 people they played in front of in the College World Series against Florida. But having 1,000 people here or 2,000 people or 2,500, I think is probably the most we're going to be able to get in here. It's going to be a great experience. Again, it is going out and doing the things that we rehearse every day, and that's what we have to do regardless of the crowd, because when we go to Florida or we're on the road, we just don't have the same crowd size. So it's nice to play at home because we play in front of our fans. We've got some new things we're going to be doing, our old favorites, autographs and things like that after every game. So I think the success we had last year has led to the experience we needed and the maturity of being a year older is going to be exciting.
Are you guys ready to just be done with the practicing and starting to play now?
I'm so ready for it. I'm done with the whole, just scrimmaging part. That's a really important part to our game, but I'm just so ready to get out there to see the fans, fill the stands, and just play with my teammates and just have some fun. I'm so ready to just let it all out on the field.
Now that there's 5 in the rotation, and I'm sure everybody has their different quirks and different ways to get ready. Like, how hard is that for you as a catcher when it's just really you taking all of them and getting used to 5? They don't have to get used to you have to get used to 5.
They are all very, very different, you're right, with what they do, how they act, what they need from me as a catcher, but I think that we've spent so much time in the pen and on the field together that I'm confident in my ability to know all 5 pitchers like the back of my hand. I think we did all our learning in the fall and in our preparation for game day tomorrow, but I think I'm more than prepared to handle all 5 pitchers the same.
All the success you guys had last year with the run of the World Series, do you feel like that puts pressure on the team to perform going into this season?
There's no doubt that there's probably going to be a little pressure on us because of, past successes, but I think we're very good at turning that into a positive where we can rely on our past successes to move forward and to just come out ready to go for day one. So I think it's more of a positive than a negative for us.
To Marcy specifically, just what have you seen from her lately, but this whole offseason as far as how she changed, developed as a pitcher?
Matured as a pitcher, I believe. Her movement is great. She's got a number of different pitches that sometimes amaze me when I catch her. So her mind is very sound, she's very confident in what she does, and I think that's going to be a really big asset to us as we move forward.
I know she's not probably tomorrow, but we haven't heard very much about Lexi these last couple of weeks. Just how she's been looking.
She's good, I think all of our pitchers, it's just kind of based on, excuse me, who you want to talk to, I think all our pitchers are more than capable of going out there and being the starting pitcher, so I think it's just based on, it's whose time it is, so I feel like all of our pitchers are, more than capable of being the one to be talked about. I just think it may just so happen to have been Marcy's, time. So.
Strange question, but since you're the catcher and you're going to be out there more with the elements, do you have any routines or things when it's going to be a cooler night when you're going to be out there?
No, basically, especially me, I'm from California, so it is a little bit nippy out here, but I do believe that Scott talks about it all the time, that you just have to go out there and control the elements and ignore it as best you can and just deal with it. And I think practicing in this weather as much as we have, it's really not that much of a shock anymore for a California girl, I think. And if I can say that, then that probably means a lot.
Is this the first time you'll be starting opening day, or did you do it as a first?
Honestly, my dad keeps telling me that I've started the first game of each season so far. I don't know if that's actually true or not, but that's what he told me.
But just being able to start on opening day, and I know you had a really great end of the year last year. Just talk about how excited.
I'm excited. Whatever I was doing, or I progressed really good throughout last year, and it just kind of carried over to this year. So I'm glad I did. Whatever I'm doing, I'm just gonna keep doing it. I don't know what that is, but I'm gonna keep doing it.
How has it been with having now five pitchers?
I think it's gonna be a huge relief. It was kind of hard with just 3 pitchers. You still needed 1 or 2 more, especially for a lot of times we end up splitting games. So if we're always splitting a game, somebody's always going to be throwing a lot. So it's going to be really nice having 5 pitchers.
Especially after a couple years ago, and now when at one point it was just Lexi. You know what I mean? How it's grown. Last year you guys were so excited that there were 3 of you.
Yes.
And now 5. Have you guys talked about what you could really do with 5 of you guys now in the rotation?
No, we haven't, but me and Lexi talk about all the time, man, freshman year and sophomore year, it was only us. It's amazing how we have 5 now. It used to just be me and her, just always swapping out, trying to take care of each other. So it's really nice having 5 pitchers.
Does last year's success, the run to the World Series and getting the SEC championship, does that put pressure on you guys to perform going into the season?
I don't think so, because we play Auburn softball, and that's what we're going to continue doing. That's what we did last year, and we're going to continue doing it this year. So